Everybody on this island has a role on this island, so maybe I can roll with mine. I can lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light as it shines in the sea. It's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me and let me know what's beyond that line. Will I cross that line? The line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know how far I'll go. In the circle, all day out in the sun they slave away, while we devoting full time to floating under the sea. I've been staring at the edge of the water.
I will be one of the greatest, that is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters won't always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators built different, they ancient, sooner than later, all will be ours. I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in contact, synchronization. To infinity, even beyond it, I am a common, no destination. A lot of things I am above, and there are a lot of things that are above me. Do not come for the people I love, cause then I get scary, then I get uglier. Ain't no problem. Presence, noted, observation. I'm not new here, reborn creation. Come and find me, sending location. Ain't no problem, and I'm the equation. Presence, noted, observation. I'm not new here, reborn creation. Come and find me, sending location. That is a vow, yeah, that is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters won't always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators
All right, all right. I need to be sure I am audible. Good evening to everybody watching me, listening to me, and those who are listening to me right now from the great nation of Ghana. Ghanaians in the house, say hi, say hello. How are you doing? How are you all doing? It's good to have Ghanaians in the house. I love Ghana. And I hope to be in Ghana sometime this next year. I'll make the communications when that is about to happen so that we can link up, meet up with everybody. It's about, I guess it should be about 6 minutes past 7 in the nation of Ghana. And to all the Nigerians in the house, I want to appreciate everybody for tuning in. Everyone has expectations, and we are definitely going to meet that expectation. Right now, let's dive right into it. As you all know, if you do not know, I'm going to do a brief introduction of myself, who I am, what I represent, and what I do, what I stand for, and blah 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 blah. Just a short, brief introduction, right? Okay, let me take out the music completely. I'm going to do a brief introduction of myself to communicate what I do, what I represent, and what I stand for before we get right in. If you can hear me, can you type in the comment section that you can hear me? Say hello, say hi. If you're from Ghana, you type Ghana. If you're from Nigeria, your state in Nigeria or your state in Ghana, whichever state you're typing, you are watching or you are tuning in from, you let us know in the comment section. Let us know in the comment section. I believe everybody can hear me and I am audible enough. I know I am audible. I can hear myself clearly. I can see that I am audible. All right. So if you can hear me and if you can hear me clearly, do well to type in the comment section where you are tuning in from. I know there are a lot of Ghanaians we have that I am very particular about. And we have lots of Nigerians too. We have lots of Nigerians in the house, and it's also a privilege to have lots of young people. When the admin did a head count, we discovered that we had lots of young people, mostly young people actually, in the house. We have lots of young people in the house. Now I'm going to be sharing my screen so we can kick off and get to speed. All right, my name is Excellence Idoko. A number of people might not know me. Lots of you are, can I say, new? Well, we have regular suspects. Lots of people that are familiar with this. Now, I did not publicize this to my already existing audience. I didn't let people who already know me know about this. So it's most of you are meeting me for the first time. If you're meeting me for the first time, can you let me know in the comment section? Just signify, raise your hands or something. You are meeting me for the first time. If you are meeting me for the first time, just let me know in the comment sections. Signify that you are meeting me for the first time. All right, I can see that. Okay, now for the agenda for today, we're going to altogether, today is the first day, tomorrow is the second day, and will be the last day. Then on the third day, we are going to present certificates to everybody who took part in this. The certificates would not just be on the basis of you attending the webinar. There will be some assignments and just a couple of few classworks, if I'll call it, to attest, to show. Is a form of measuring how much you've learned. So perhaps you came into this thinking that you will get certified because you are just attended. No, would test for your proficiency. Okay, now our agenda for today is in this order. Number one, we're going to be looking at copywriting. Number two, we're going to be looking at social media marketing. I believe my screen, or is it too tiny? If it's too tiny, let me zoom in a bit. Is it okay? I guess it's clear now. Good. Now, to begin, all right, to set a foundation, okay, to set a foundation for everything we're going to learn, let me lay a basis. You know, this is the new year. The new year is fast approaching, and we have lots of people, you know, you want to switch careers, you want to do something different with your life and all that. And you are wondering what to do, where to start from. And see, I promise you, there are a number of things you can do, and there's a number of things you cannot do. The things you cannot do, basically because of the amount of knowledge you have. It's as simple as that. Okay. Now, I believe some of you can see my face. It's quite dark here. Didn't expect it to be that way, but then I'm in Nigeria, and the Nigerian power system, I've done their thing. Okay, that's by the way. Just focus on me. Now, as a foundation, there is a way there's a way business happens. Okay, if you have a skill cannot entirely generate wealth for you except you approach it the right way. Okay, so now as a foundation, I'm going to be showing you what it means to go from being skillful to making a truckload of money from your skill. And I promise you, this works. I've tested it, I know it, and I know it works. Okay, I know it works because I've tried it, I've tested it, and it works. And here's what it is. Now, the origin of business, if you understand history, you would look at the way business originated in Africa. Business by itself was not, let me take this out so you can see. Yeah, business by itself in Africa was, I would say, an invention. So traditionally, the African man was used to the trade by barter system. Right, and on the in the trade by barter system, you have to do exchange of goods, exchange of services in return for not money. Money wasn't the factor of exchange. In exchange for another thing of value. So if I have something of value, I give it to you who has another thing for value of equal value, and then we call it even. That was how business was done. That was how exchange was done. But then at some point, the world evolved, or the African business system evolved from that means of transaction, because, say for example, I need bananas, and what you have is sugarcane, and I don't need sugarcane. There's no way I'm going to exchange my banana with your sugarcane because I don't need that. Okay, what I'm going to do is if I don't find anybody around, it becomes a problem for me. And because of that, these people have to devise a means so that even if you don't have anybody around you who has what you can exchange for money, what you do is to get a joint system that you can say, okay, this has equal value to what you have. Take this and give me what I want. And that is how money was originated. But take note, and I want you to take note. If you miss it here, you would almost miss everything I'm going to teach for the next 2 days. All the lessons, everything, it will not click. And for some of you, this is just what you need to make your 2025 the best it can be. And I promise you that. And what is it? It is that the underlying factor above everything that they were exchanging, be it food, be it products, whatever, services, name it. The underlying factor was that you had to exchange what you had with something of value, of equal value. So exchange only happens when there is something of equal value. There must be value exchanged. And this is how money is being made. This is how wealth is amassed. Now, I want to ask you, what do you have of value to give to people in return for their money? What do you have of value? Is it your skills? Is it your products? Is it your designs? Is it the product of your mind? Is it your energy? So when you think about people that exchange their energy for money, you look at probably the masons that build houses. You look at the vulcanizers who fix people's tires when they get flat tires. All right. Okay, it's combined with a skill set, right? But now, primarily, it is their energy and their skill. So ask yourself, what do you have of value to exchange for money? Wealth doesn't come because you pray about it. Wealth doesn't come because you cry about it. Wealth doesn't come because you shout and you're angry with everybody, you're angry at the government. It doesn't even come because the government wants to give you wealth. All right? Wealth comes primarily because you have something of value to exchange for money. So now, say for example, I have a bottle of water. Okay? I have a bottle of water. And okay, I don't know if any of you have seen the movie. What's this movie? The Wolf of Wall Street. The Wolf of Wall Street. If you've seen it, can I see your hands in the comment section? Yeah, that's a very interesting movie. I would advise everybody here to go and watch it. The Wolf of Wall Street. There was a test he gave to his friends then, and he would tell them, he says, sell me this pen. This is the pen I use. All right. I'm a very good fan of pens. All right. He says, sell me this pen. Now, the ideology behind that is that for you to exchange this thing with me, it must be a product that has value. All right, I must be in need of it. My need of it makes it valuable to me. So it is need and scarcity that makes this pen valuable. So for example, I need to sign my signature to cash out a check of $1,000, and I do not have a pen. At that point, this pen has become valuable to me. I don't know if you are getting it. It has become valuable to me at that point. At that point, it has become valuable. Another example. Say, for example, I'm in the desert and I've not had water. I'm thirsty, I'm famished and all that, and I see out of nowhere a young man carrying 5 bottles of water. Now, usually a bottle of water, depending on where you are, should sell for about $10 or thereabouts, or less, usually less. right? Now, because I am thirsty is a need. Because I am thirsty, I am in dire need of that. Good to see you, greatness. You're welcome. Now, because I am thirsty, I am in dire need of that bottle of water. That need now makes that bottle of water valuable. And that person who has the water can sell it to me at any amount. Just imagine, think about it. If you are thirsty and you had 1,000 naira, that's for Nigerians. You had 1,000 naira for a bottle of water, and you see someone walking by the road, you are thirsty almost at the point of death. Would you pay that amount, 1,000 naira, for the bottle of water? Yes, because there's a need. The need for that product now creates value. It gives the product value before your eyes. Now, everybody that tuned in, everybody that has joined this from different channels. Yeah, this is you. Some of you are on YouTube and like. Now, everybody that has joined this, you joined this because you saw something that is of value to you. All right? You saw something that's of value. It must have value. So anytime you lack money, anytime you don't have money, anytime anytime you go through your financial records and it is not looking as good as it is, check and ask carefully, what do I have that is of value that I can exchange for money? I need you to ask yourself that question. I want to take a pause, but ask yourself that question. Think about it. What do I have that is of value? What do I have that is of value? Now, before we go on, let me give another analogy. And this is about the origin of business. Okay? I've taught this in so many places, and I put it to you, so many places. The origin of business in Africa, right? At this point in time, over there in, let's say, Europe and some other parts of the world, it is winter season. And in winter, one of the things that happens is that you almost don't have crops and plants grow as well as they used to. So because of that, these guys, they know that this is the situation of things at this time of the year. So they have to start making plans ahead of the end of the year, when it's winter season. In Africa, it's a different ballgame. We have lots of plants, we have lots of crops and everything available to us. You see the bananas you find on the streets, you see the mangoes. Sometimes you go to some parts of Africa and these fruits and these fruits are actually wasting away. It's different for other parts of the world. Okay? It's different for other parts of the world. So, because Africans have these things by, I would say, God's natural gift to us, yeah, because we have it naturally, okay, there is always a tendency to, be careless about it. But now, when the white man came down to this place, let's go back into the colonial era. When the white man came into this place, originally, these plants, these fruits, these products did not belong to them. So in order for them to take ownership of these things, yeah, I don't want to go into slave trade and all these things. What did they have to do? They had to convince the custodians, the owners. Okay, I think this explanation is a bit complex. Let me use another explanation. We'll go back to our analogy of the young man who is in the desert and is in need of water. Okay, now if you are Just like that young man. He's thirsty, and so there's a need for water. So what does he do? He sees the person who has the water to sell. The natural thing is to do what? Convince the person to give it to him at the value at the amount he has. Now, aside the young man, let's look at the other person who has it to sell, who has the water with him to sell. The young man, the person who has the water, who is selling now, has to increase the perceived value of the water. Now, example, the bottled water you buy in an upscale restaurant and the bottled water you buy by the roadside sometimes are of the same brand, but they sell at different rates. Why? Simply because of value, perceived value, and other aesthetics that are added to it. Those things increase the value. So if you want a product, say you have a product, remember this is the foundation of everything we're going to be teaching. Now, if you have a product for sale, if you want it to sell for higher, what do? You have to increase the perceived value of that product. It doesn't get, it is as simple as this. It is as simple as this. You have to increase the perceived value of that product. But back to our foundational notes, you must have something of value to sell. You must have something of value to sell. Okay, now let's move on. So if you have that thing, you want to increase the perceived value, what do? You convince, you influence the person's mind, you use words, you play on words, you say this, you say that, you say this, you say that. Women know so well how to do it. I think it is, I don't know if it's a global women thing or it's an African women thing. If you go with a woman to the market, she knows how to bargain her way to get out the most ridiculous prices. If it's a man, sometimes he doesn't care. But if it's a woman, she will bargain and get the best price out of everything. Right? Get the best price. How does she do it? Now, we are going to the first lesson. How does she do it? The woman will do it through this thing called copywriting. Copywriting. Now, what is copywriting? Copywriting is simply selling using your words. When I was planning for this, I was in calculating and thinking about it. I hope you have your notes down. In thinking and planning about this, we're looking to make this as simple as ABC so that even a baby will understand this. Okay? Even a baby will understand this. Copywriting is simply selling using your words. And to sell, you have to influence the mind. You have to convince the person. You have to convince the person. You have to use your words, play on words, use different things. And everything goes down to the way you use your words around what you're trying to communicate. You need to communicate the value behind the product you're trying to sell. You don't just bring it up like that. You have to communicate the value. And how do you do it? By copywriting. Now, there is a new approach. We're planning to go into practicals tomorrow, but we'll have to do it now. Okay? We'll do a little copywriting practice now. And this is my own approach to copywriting. Usually, we used to do copywriting with our brains and our minds and the likes, but not anymore. Okay? we have artificial intelligence to get the job done for us. So I'm going to show you how I do copywriting with artificial intelligence. And the idea is so that you can replicate this. Now, think about it. If you have a product of value, if you have a product, you have something that is of value to somebody, and you can use copywriting to convince the person, think about it. Just imagine, how much can you make for yourself? How much can you make for yourself? How much can you make for yourself? If you have something of value, how much can you make for yourself? You agree with me, you can make so much money. So much money. It just boils down to how well you can do the work that needs to be done. Okay, now let me switch quickly to ChatGPT. I believe everybody, you can still see my screen. Let me zoom in. And if you're here, and suggest a product, suggest something, so we can do a little copywriting for it. Now, I said copywriting is selling with words, and I will link this to social media marketing and how we'll quickly look at how you use copywriting in social media marketing and how you can use it to get clients for yourself, how you can become a social media manager, right? Now, starting from what copywriting is, I've defined copywriting as selling with your words. So how do you sell? Sometimes it is not a direct sale. What is a direct sale? Direct sale is directly giving the person the product and collecting money in return, right? But if you have a social media handle, for example, you have a social media handle, everything you do every day on social media is to sell. You don't do any other thing. You don't try to educate people. Actually, you don't. Social media, to me, and this is one of the core things I decided I was going to teach on this. You need to, if you are going to sell and become wealthy from your skills, you must know how to position yourself rightly on social media. It doesn't, you cannot play your way around it. You must know how to position yourself rightly on social media. And by positioning, I mean the kind of post you make, the kind of post you make on social media, the kind of comments you make. Everything contributes to the way people perceive your brand and perceive your product. Remember what we said. It must be, for you to make wealth from your skills, that skill must be branded in such a way that the value is massive before those who can buy. Before those who can buy. It doesn't get deeper than this. Don't get confused. It doesn't get bigger than this. So let's say we have and we are going into social media marketing right now. Now, social media marketing, I will connect the two, from social media marketing to copywriting. Social media marketing is simply selling on the social media, marketing your products on social media. It is as simple as that. Don't complicate it with too much grammar. You see, this is one of the things about there's this thing called shiny object syndrome. When new things keep coming out, sometimes human beings are tempted to keep on going after what is new, especially with artificial intelligence and everything it has done. Yes, you should use artificial intelligence, but I see no reason why you keep on chasing after, you want to use the latest artificial intelligence product. No, stick with what works for you. Don't complicate matters. Okay? Don't complicate matters. As simple as possible. Less is always more. Less is always more. Social media marketing is simply marketing your product on social media, either your product or the product of your client, or even marketing yourself on social media. It is as simple as that. So you have a product to market. The channel through which you market it is social media. That is social media marketing. Don't complicate it. You complicate it, you get confused. Right? So now let's say you have a product. Example. Now, before we go into that, let me give another analysis. Let me give another analysis. There are three things you should consider. There are three things you should note. Number one is that for every product you want to sell, there is a need for a customer. Oh, I believe you got that. If you got it, say, I got it. If you got it, say, I got it. So there are three things. Number one, customer. Number two, and I'll tell you why the audience, the target audience is coming first. Number two, the product. Number three, delivery. There is number four, retention. I won't go into retention now. Number one, target audience, your customer. Your customer. Some people start creating products from their idea. Oh, you just think about this. This is good. I think this person will like it, or that person will like it, and you go ahead and create a product. You do number two before going back to number one. And at the end of creating the product, and I believe some of you are in this same space. You started a YouTube channel, or you started creating content on any social media platform. You started creating whatever product you are putting out there, digital product or physical product. Yeah, you started doing it before going to analyze your target audience. And when you created the product and push it out to the market, posted it on social media, some of you even wrote a book. All right, you posted it on social media, and after that, you discover that nobody wants it. You see, I've been in the digital marketing space for about 4 years now. Next year will make it my 5th year in digital marketing space. And what is that? Good to see you, Naomi. Yeah. And the first time I wrote a book, I had this same issue. I wrote the book, and I promise you, I did I think it was about 8 days countdown for the sale. You know how we do the hype. On the day of the sale, nobody bought this book from me. Yes, nobody bought it. The only person that asked me for that book asked me for free. That's how bad it is. When you try to sell a product, you try to create a product without analyzing to find out what your market needs first. That's the first thing to do. So there's a target audience, then there's a product, then there is delivery. So think about it. Which product do you have? Which skill do you have? Now, for every skill you have, each one of the skills that we're going to look at, social media marketing, copywriting, lead generation, Facebook ads, sales and marketing, every one of these skills can be offered in two ways. Number one is either you sell it as a service or you sell it as a product. If you are selling the skill as a service, it means you are a copywriter, and for example, you are contracted to a company and you do their copywriting for them. You are selling that skill as a service. If you missed the foundation of this lesson, that's why I wanted everybody to be here early enough. It must be something that is of value. So say, for example, you're a copywriter, you're very good, but there is somebody that is better than you. The person has more value than you in the marketplace. trust me, your company will move and employ him and keep you aside without thinking too much. The person you're providing service for is looking after, is going for the best. So it must be something of value. We've passed that, that's the foundation. But then the product is either you sell it as a service or you sell it as a product. What is a product? You can coin it into a course. You can make it into into videos, reels that you post online. Those are products too. Yes, they are products. Right? They are products. Please remind me something. There's something I want to point out. Let me take it down. I asked at the beginning if you have your notes. May I have my notes? See my notes here. Yeah, and this is my pen. Now, I don't want to forget something. If you've ever been in my webinar, or any of my classes, you would have had me teach about the currencies of life. I just said that sometimes the products could be reels or videos you make and post online. It is possible to think that, okay, when I post a reel online, the only thing I get is likes and comments. It doesn't add money to my pocket. But listen, there are 4 currencies in life. If you have an idea of what these 4 currencies are, post it in the comment section. Let me see. If you have an idea, I'll go on to list them. If you have an idea, drop it in the comment section. Number 1 is your energy. Your energy. That is a currency of life. And you spend it. That is why when you are exhausted, you say, oh, I'm fast spent. It was spent. You spent it. Let me take this off so you see my face. Yeah. You spent it. All right. Which other one? The second one, I don't want to spend too much time on this. The second one is your attention. That is why when someone is not listening to you and you're talking to the person, what do you tell the person? Can you pay attention? So people actually pay attention. The third one is your time. Your time. Your time is a currency. So sometimes you make those reels, you write those posts, and people don't give you money, but they pay you attention. The third one is time. Time. When you talk with, so yes, Naomi, you're correct. Time. That's why when you spend time with somebody after a long time, say, oh, we spent so much time talking. You actually spend these currencies. Then number 4, which is the one everybody runs towards, money. Of course, you spend money, right? So sometimes you make this product and people actually exchange this product in form of videos, courses, programs, workshops, conferences, and the likes. And people pay you time. They pay you attention. And I promise you something. There's this great speaker that said something. He said when this was Dan Kennedy that said this. He said, if someone pays you attention, if someone pays you any of those 3 currencies, attention, energy, or time, in no short time, they will pay you money. If you have a product that demands their money. So sometimes you get paid in energy, you get paid in attention, you get paid in form of time. People pay, they binge they stay on your social media content and they keep watching. Okay, just like this. You are not giving me money for this. This is free, completely free, including the certificates, including everything, the knowledge is free. Right? Completely free to you. I'm not asking for anything in return. All right. So have that in mind. Product. That's about the product. Now, one other thing which you must have in mind is your target audience. Who is your target audience? Have you done analysis on your target audience? Some of you can see in the WhatsApp group, you see the way people are joining the WhatsApp group as fast as possible. Yeah. I did a I can tell you that I know you more than you know yourself. Everybody in that group. It's not a joke. I'm dead serious about it. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pages. Yes, 5 pages. 5 pages of this particular journal is where I did analysis on my customers, those that will buy from me. 5 pages. I analyzed what are their fears, what are you scared of, what are my customers' fears, what are they scared of, what's their hope, what do they hope for, what do they aspire for, where do they gather, do they go to conferences, are they on Instagram groups, are they on Telegram groups, are they on WhatsApp groups, are they on Twitter, what time do they use Twitter, what time of the day? You see, and this thing, if you think it's not necessary, I'm telling you that it's necessary. Because if you sell real estate, if you sell expensive real estate, not expensive, upscale real estate, we are talking about millions of dollars, you will most likely not find your client at a club on a Friday night. So you must know your target audience. So you know when to send ads. And let me tell you, let me even give you deep down. Some of the Facebook ads that brought people into this class did not run all through, because of course you can notice that there was a time people stopped joining and there's a time they started joining again. I will pause it because I know my customers are not online at this time, so I pause it. The moment I know they are online, because of my analysis, I play it again. People start joining. You can go through the group. If you join early enough, you see what I'm talking about, because I did analysis of my target audience. All right. Then number 3 is delivery. So now, in communicating the value of your product, you have to create an offer, an irresistible offer. And how do you do that? You do that by, you create an irresistible offer by, or you communicate your offer using copywriting. So which product do we use? I need a suggestion. Which product can we use? Someone suggest a product. Which product? Suggest. Make a suggestion in the comment section. Make a suggestion. Make a suggestion in the comment section. Anybody? What do I choose? What do I choose? What do I choose? What do I choose? Okay, land. Okay, Naomi is saying land. We should use land. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, if you are using this, if I were selling land, I don't do real estate. I've not touched real estate. I've done my best to stay away from it. I don't I've done my best to stay away from real estate. Yeah, I've not touched it. I've not done anything about it. I have no issues with it. All right, but I've not just been, I don't want to say I'm not interested. Okay, I am actually interested, but I have not just touched real estate. But if I were to sell land, the first thing I would do if I'm to sell real estate is, number 1, my target audience. Who do I want to sell to? Not the land first. Who do I want to sell to? So I would tell ChatGPT, and this ChatGPT, I will advise you, if you are into business, online business of any kind, you're into business, adopt ChatGPT or any artificial intelligence as your thinking partner, right? You are not 100% dependent on it, but adopt it as your thinking partner. So let's try something. Okay, if you can see what I'm typing, is it too faint? Can you see it? If you can see, let me know you can see it too. I need to be sure you can see it. I need to be sure you can see what I'm typing. I am a consultant to a young lady who sells real estate lands in upscale environment. Or okay, let me do the Nigerian. There's this Nigerian version of real estate that I have personally observed. Yes, we are analyzing based on what Naomi is saying. Naomi said we should use lands. Now, there's this Nigerian version of real estate, which is something me I would personally not do if I were to. Okay, that's by the way. Now, and it is you you sell land to you're affiliated with a company that gets the right to sell these properties. So you're affiliated with that company and then you sell and get percentage in return for your or commission in return for your sale. Now, it means that your clients are mostly people that are looking to do land banking or to purchase landed properties and sell in the future. So let's assume, remember, this short thing I just said is an analysis on my customer, on our target audience. So we are not just shooting blanks and creating a product and going online to sell, right? So I'm a consultant to a young lady who sells real estate, lands for an audience in Nigeria who sells who is mostly looking to engage in land banking. Okay, let me rephrase this thing. Let's continue. Looking to engage in land banking. I need you to craft a Facebook post copy selling these real estate to my target audience. Now, when you click this, ChatGPT is going to start talking, giving you ideas. No. Can you see my screen? Can everybody see my screen? Why is it still hanging? Yeah, good. Good. Usually I don't do whenever I okay, now me says she can see my screen. Good. Yeah. So usually, yeah, when when I get usually when I get post when I prompt ChatGPT, I take out all the excesses. I take them out completely. Excess grammar, excess everything. I take them out. The especially all these emojis that comes around it. I think ChatGPT seems to be having a problem. Its own personal problem. I don't know why. Okay. Now, see what ChatGPT just did here. Do you know the secret that savvy Nigerians are using to grow their wealth? Anyone who sees this already and is interested in things like this knows that this is for me. You know, it calls out the person. This is copywriting. Copywriting is built to get your attention first before every other thing. You use copywriting to capture the attention of your audience before you introduce your product to them. So your audience must you must capture their attention first before you introduce anything, before you say any other thing. Their attention, very important. All right. Now, this is the potential. This is what artificial intelligence can do for you using copywriting. It goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I actually didn't plan to stay for more than an hour on this webinar. Yeah. So tomorrow we are going to continue with tomorrow we are going to continue with the second session, which is a practical session. Very practical section. I'm going to show you how to run ads and the kind of ads that I do. There is a way I run my own ads that it produces results. I'm trying to see if there's nothing I'm forgetting from today's session. All right, now two things that I've not talked about. Okay, I'll do those two before we wrap up. And what is that? It is about social media marketing. I said about social media marketing that there are two things that are involved. Two things. You must position rightly, number one. And number two, you must know how to get clients. I also told you that some of you will sell this skill as a service. You learn copywriting, you're going to sell it as a service, or you sell it as a product. If you're selling it as a service, you must know how to position rightly. Just like a supermarket, the products sold in the supermarket are no different from the ones that are sold outside the supermarket. And people buy them without questioning. You won't get to the counter at a supermarket and bargain for price and tell them, okay, can I get a discount? Almost never, right? But it is positioning. The difference between a bottle of water sitting in a restaurant, in an upscale restaurant, and a bottle of water by the roadside is positioning. If you're going to do social media marketing, and if you read the post I made this evening, the post was very critical. Now, let me deconstruct that. Let me explain that a little bit. Because of the result of the election last month, lots of industries have opportunities, massive opportunities that like it has never been seen. And one of the most, let's say, one of the loudest is cryptocurrency, because Donald Trump is okay. I won't go into that, but the loudest is cryptocurrency. And because of that, because of the hype and everything, the people are buying into Bitcoin and the value is increasing. So I'm not mincing words with you. There is massive opportunity in cryptocurrency. Yeah. I don't trade crypto. This is not a crypto advice. This is not an advice. Yeah. But I'm telling you, there is massive opportunity in cryptocurrency. But I put it to you, that is not the only field in which there are opportunities. There are massive opportunities in different fields. If only you can know how to position yourself. And yes, there are companies and there are businesses that are looking to sell massively in Africa. I was very specific about choosing Nigeria and Ghana for this. If you are from Ghana and you are still in the house, send a comment. I want to be sure. I want to be sure that all those that were responding from Ghana are real here. Yeah. Now, I was very intentional because I know the amount of opportunity that exists for Nigerians and exists for Ghanaians. Listen. The population is massive and people are looking to plug in their products, what they sell, what they have to sell. They're looking to plug it into this massive population. And nobody knows Nigerians like you do. These white men, when they come down to Nigeria to sell whatever they want to sell, and I've met with a good number of them, they still require the knowledge of Africans and Nigerians and Ghanaians to take them around the place. So if they want to sell their product on social media, who do you think they would want to take the product to do the marketing for them? And there is this thing about Africans, or some people in some parts of Africa, West Africa particularly. Once a West African native hears a dialect or hears an accent that is not West African, something in their mind, in our minds, just tune off. If it's a Nigerian, and except you have respect for that particular individual, yeah, you most likely will not listen to a white person trying to market you a product. And this is why when they come into Nigeria, when they come into Ghana, they will appoint an African person as their sales rep. If I'm saying the truth, mention it in the comment section. They will appoint an African to receive the phone calls. They will appoint an African as the regional head. They will appoint an African as the chief of sales. They will just stay in the background and be dishing out the money. So talk about social media marketing, and you know how to use these platforms. Social media marketing is divided into three. It's divided into three. Number one, you must know how to run adverts on the platforms you want to use. That's number one. Number two, you must know the in and out. By in and out, I mean you must know the policies and the rules of the platform of choice. I prefer Facebook, and I have my reasons why I prefer Facebook. Right? Now, that's number two. Number three, you must know how to position on these platforms. So when, say for example, Tecno, if you don't know it now. Tecno, Infinix, Oraimo. I don't know if Oraimo is in Ghana. I believe it should be. Now, these three products belong to the same company. Tecno, Infinix, Itel, and Oraimo. The four of them, the same company. Tencent. Tencent. Yes, Greatness TV is saying it. That's right. Right? They appoint these guys they appoint Africans as their sales rep to be the face of the brand. Why? An African man will most likely buy from an African. So I put it to you, they will even pay you over $1,000 to do their social media marketing, provided you have value. Remember our foundation, provided you know these things so well. Just because of these ads that brought in people into this group chat, a number of people joined the group, and for some of them it was not necessarily because they wanted to be a part of the class. They sent me messages directly that they want to run ads, and these ads, I asked my admin to request for the product. That is usual policy, to know what they want to run ads for. It was not an African product. It was a foreign product that they wanted to launch into the African market. If you know how to do social media marketing, tell me, just tell me. And there is massive population in West Africa. Lots of white people are trooping into Africa like crazy. They want to sell there. And I tell you, no matter the number, no matter how much they are, you might think we don't have whites in West Africa. Go to Accra, go to Lagos, you see them, lots of them. And they are not coming here because of tourism. No, they are coming here to do business. And when they come in to do business, they partner with Africans, put them on the face of their brands. So when Tecno wants to advertise its mobile phone, what do? They'll call Tiwa Savage. She will dance, show the phone, and people will buy it. They pay our cut, they go their way, they make their sale, everybody's happy. So who handles the social media? Who handles the social media of Netflix Nigeria? Who handles the social media of BBC Igbo? Who handles the social media of which other one? Name them. If you know social media marketing, and they pay you in dollars. Listen. One of the reasons why some people don't do this thing is, I'm supposed to have ended like 9 minutes ago, but it burns my heart. Yeah. When I see young people go into things like internet fraud, that's what it is. People just sell their potentials and the giftings they have for what? For peanuts. There is no Sometimes when people are multi-talented, one of the things they do is that you jump from this to this to this to this. Today you are doing this, tomorrow you are doing the other one, next tomorrow you are doing the other one. And that's a problem. I have decided that it is in digital marketing, and I've been doing it for 4 years. I have taken dips into some other things, but I've been careful enough to stay on one path, majorly digital marketing. It is in digital marketing that we are going to feed. It is in digital marketing that I will do everything. I'll trap. Why am I there? Because I know there is massive potential in there. Yeah. So, say for example, you know how to run the kind of ads that I do. I'm not even looking for clients. This is just me wanting to teach, and people are joining the group because they want to learn. You think about it. Just think about it. If you know how to run the kind of ads that I know how to run, how many people can you handle their social media accounts? And trust me, I don't see what I'm not doing. Yeah, the results are there to show for it. And I don't run ads because in the end, the guy I talked about, we rejected the offer. All right, rejected the offer. Why? His ad budget was small. I don't know if he's here. Right? If he is, yeah, he knows that was the reason why we rejected. So if they are going to pay you that much and you know these things, you know how to run a Facebook ad, you know how to handle Facebook, you know how to create this content. Yeah. What is the limitation? What will now be the limitation on you? Yeah. Let me talk about how to get gigs, right? And I'll give you this one for free. Lots of people advertise um freelancing, all right? I was once a freelancer. I used to be a freelancer, but then I discovered that the amount of money I could charge. Remember, we are talking about social media marketing, right? We are talking about social media marketing. Number two, I discovered that the amount of money I could charge as a freelancer will not take me anywhere. So what did I do? I took the pain, the burden of rebranding, and I rebranded as an agency. It sounds like a big word, but it's not that complex. If I teach you and I show, like, teach you not because I read about how to do it from a book, teach you because I have been a freelancer and I have transitioned to running an agency, right? So it's not something I read somewhere or things I watch in a YouTube video. I have done it, I've been there, I've seen it, yeah, and I'm here now. If I teach you how to start and run a digital agency, what will you not be able to do for yourself? Just think about it. Think about it. So, one of the ways to easily get gigs, if you want to go into social media marketing, let's say you don't want to start, what's it called? You don't want to start an agency, all right? One of the ways you can do it is the first time I made, okay, no, let me not go into that. Now, one of the things you can do, ways to get gigs, and some of you by using this, yeah, by using this, you will make, today is what? Today is Tuesday. Before Friday, yeah, you make your first 6 figures. Assured. Yeah, assured. There is a Okay, let me give you an example. Just an example to explain how to get gigs. There's this grown man that I know that was not born. You see, the advantage everybody here, if you are here, the advantage you have is that you are young. I am sure that everybody here is young because I did my homework. Where's that thing? Where is it? My homework. If you joined us at the beginning, you know what I'm talking about. Target audience. I did my analysis of my target audience. Yeah. So I'm sure that everybody here is a young person. I'm very sure about that. Now, very sure, 100% sure, everybody here is young. Now, if you are young, you have an advantage, which is you know what a lot of young people, a lot of old people don't know, which is how to use social media. So, say for example, there's this bank manager in your church, or a friend of your dad, or a friend of one man that you know somewhere. Now, is nearing retirement age and is looking to do some legacy projects. By legacy, I mean once he's retired and about to depart this life, about to die, getting after retirement, wants to engage in some of all these activities, pass on his knowledge. How do you think he's going to do it in this day and age? He has to put what he knows on social media. That is where you come in. Why? Because you know how to position him, not just you, him. Now, remember what I said, he's nearing retirement age. It means that he was most likely born in the 1980s or in the not 1980s, in the 1960s or 1970s. So he was not born into social media. You are born into social media. You know about these platforms. And this is a person that wants to either put what is his business on social media or put his knowledge on social media. That's where you come in. Because you know how to get this done. What do? You pitch to him. Don't just pitch because you think, remember I said value for value, right? Value for value. What you can do is this. If you already have experience, good and fine, right? But if you don't, go to a number of them that you know that and don't assume because they don't post, they are not interested. Some of these people are interested, their kids are far away in another country, so there's nobody to do it for them. Talk to about 5 of them. Sir, I've learned how to do this, post on social media and this. Remember what I said about positioning. There's a reason why I am dressed like this. This is my brand color. There's a reason why the skill to wealth you are seeing here is carrying red. It's intentional. It's intentional. I dress on white and black almost everywhere I go. If it's not black, it's white. It's my branding. There's a way I dress when I'm stepping out. So it accords respect. So that when I pitch to you, you're not looking at me from the standpoint of someone who is a beggar. Yeah, it adds more gravitas to me. So if you're going to pitch, don't go there with bathroom slippers. Dress up. If you have a suit, fine. You see all those crappy posts you make on. If you go to my Facebook, I took time to clear, except some that I left there. From time to time, like almost every week, or every month, I go through my social media, delete what shouldn't be there. So when I pitch to these guys, they don't have the time to waste with me, right? Some of these people, you just need to talk to them once in a week or once in a month. They record all the content they want to make, with voice recording. They send it to you. You go into your house, pick your phone. If you have a laptop, you should get a laptop, right? You can start with a phone, but it will be more difficult with a phone. You get your phone, all those recording and everything, you take everything down. Yeah, you can use artificial intelligence to transcribe the voice recording. You transcribe it, take it into ChatGPT, and ChatGPT will bring out posts from everything the man said. Go into Canva, design it into posts, into quotes, post it on the social media handles. Just let it keep going, like every two days. Guess how much they're going to pay you if you bargain well and you can remember what I said at the beginning, perceive value. You can increase the value of what you are offering the man. He knows how valuable it is that his product, his business is online. He knows how valuable it is. Or advert. Yeah? Or advert. 6 figures. I'm telling you, 6 figures. So think about, just imagine doing this for 5 different business owners in your church. Just start with your church. Count them, 5 of them. Sometimes it might even be the pastor that needs, he used to watch other people on other pastors on social media. Yeah. And he is wishing that I wish I can, have my own post on social media. That's where you come in. Well, some churches might not pay you. Yeah. Go into the business sector. Dress up. All right. If you want to borrow it, I won't say you borrow clothes anyways. But if you have a suit, get it dry cleaned. Get your best shoe out. Walk into a bank. Go to their manager's office and pitch this thing to him. Try it and text me. If you want to do it, text me. If you want to do it, I'll give you more tips on how to get it done. Yeah. Go and pitch your own service if you already know how to do this. If you don't know how to do this, if you don't know how to do it, okay, there's a plan for people that don't understand social media marketing, right? I will go deeper into this tomorrow. Pitch to them. Talk to the person that you have the ability to remember. Talk about, you can handle their social media expressions. You understand how Facebook works. You know what to post and what not to post. You can run adverts. Remember, we are going to do adverts tomorrow. You can run adverts. You can run adverts, and you can create content, design, and and the likes. Yeah, graphic design is not one of the skills we are going to look at. That's in another program. Yeah, you can make designs. Pitch to them that you see them as someone with so much value. For some of you, it is not even a bank manager. It's not even this thing. It is your uncle. For some of you, it is your father. For some of you, it is your auntie. Pitch. Christmas is coming. Yeah. And they will do all this. They are traveling thing. You don't have business traveling. We are trying to set your 2025 for you. Yeah. So you sit at home, get your list of 5 people that you're going to pitch. And everyone you're going to pitch, at least 120,000. I don't know the equivalent in Ghanaian currency. Yeah. And this service, it could be for 3 months, it could be for 4 months. Pitch to them. Try it and see if it will work or it will not work. I'm seeing that is correct here. Yeah. Someone can testify to that. It's correct. Because you understand the foundation of it. If you miss the beginning of this session, you will need to go back so that you can connect the dots. Because a product is not valuable until there's a need for it. Sometimes people need your product. Sometimes people need your skills, but they don't know they need it. It is your responsibility to make them aware that you need this thing. Right? It is That's one of the ways. One way, just one way, by pitching directly to people you know. Yeah, pitching directly to people you know. One other way to get it done, to get gigs, is through a model I call personal branding. Right? Personal branding. I'm going to give, tomorrow is going to be a more practical session. A more practical session. A very practical session. It's tomorrow that we're going to look at practical, in-depth practice. We'll look at so much practice for. Now, so far, do you have any question? I want to take in questions now. Any question from anybody? Do you have questions? Like I said, tomorrow we are going to be looking at lead generation. How to generate leads using Facebook. I'm going to look at Facebook ads. I'll show you how to create ads. All right. And there's something called demand engineering. You see, it's very rare before you see people that have the ability. And I'm telling you, in this Nigeria, it is in Nigeria and even in Ghana, for the Ghanaians I've met and had encounters with, it is rare to see online business owners that know how to create a product from the scratch and create demand for that product. Check the group chat. You have over 100 people that are interested in what it is, are interested in what we have, and it's free. Okay? Yeah. There's something called demand engineering. You have the ability to construct demand and place the demand on a product or a service. The reason why we're able to reject the offer that came some days ago from the group chat is because because of the structure, the way we operate as an agency. Okay, the way we operate as an agency. I've told you there is massive potential. Seriously, there's massive potential. Massive potential. Let me give you one more tip, and I'm going to share my screen for this one. You see, I learned, it was in this my journey. Yeah, I said I've been in digital marketing for the past 4 years now. Next year it's going to be 5 years that I've been doing digital marketing. Let me show you this thing quickly before we wrap up. Can you see my screen? And we're going to look at this one tomorrow. Tomorrow. There's something called ad library. So say, for example, you want to learn Facebook advertising, yeah, which we are going to look at tomorrow. And you are not sure, you want to advertise. Okay, like for the analysis we were doing earlier on about somebody that sells land. All right. Now, if you, I believe everybody can hear me. Yes. Now, so you are not sure of how to run your ads. There is a way there is a way that it's possible to spy on what other the kind of ads that is working for your product. Very possible. Very possible. So there's something called ad library. So Facebook has a library where they show adverts. All the ads. All the ads. Are you okay? Wait, I've not shared my screen. Oh, wow. Hey, I don't press the go. Right. I believe everybody can you see my screen? Yep. Give me feedback. I need to know. Can you see my screen? I really need feedback to be sure you can see my screen. Greatness TV, you're welcome. Said thanks for this season, sir. You're welcome. I need feedback. Can you see my screen? Okay, yes, good. Now, this. I'll drop the link to this in the group chat for everybody. Facebook ad library. So I open on the Facebook ad library platform. I just type real estate and it shows me all the adverts on real estate that is on Facebook. All of them. All of them. This is somebody's advert. You can see it here that the advert is active. Can you all see it? Yes. Okay, this is Ibusa Asaba Expressway. 8 million per plot. So see the ad details. You can see that the ad is running on Facebook and Instagram together. So now see, the advertiser is using a video for it. You can see information on the advertiser, see our account, and everything, every single thing. Let me look for another one. Okay, look at. Can you see this? Can you see this? This is showing WhatsApp. This one links to WhatsApp. I don't need something that links to WhatsApp. I need something that leads. Okay, this is a real estate conference. I need something that leads to a landing page. I don't know why people. I used to do that before, but I learned a better way to run ads. I don't run ads directly to my WhatsApp. I don't even want you to have my WhatsApp number. Why? Well, it's for real estate anyways. Real estate is a quick service business. So anybody that is interested needs contact immediately. Sharp. So I guess that's the reason why most of these guys run adverts to WhatsApp. I would not run a real estate ad to WhatsApp directly. I will not. Yeah. Okay, let me look for something else because most of the ads I'm seeing here. And you can see it here. They are launched in December 2024. So all these ads are the ones that are active. in December 2024. Let me check. Okay, yes, let's use our favorite social media marketing. Remember, I said when you learn any of these skills, you can either use it as a product or use it as a service. You can actually package it as a product or you package it as a service. I need to wrap this up as soon as possible. ASAP. Okay, now this ad is active. It is selling what? Yes. This one is affiliate marketing. Get in front of millions of potential buyers with our Facebook, Instagram ad services. This person knows how to run ads and he's selling his ad services. He's selling it. Where does it link to? It links to WhatsApp. I won't do that. I'll not do that. I'll not do that. I'll not do that. These are some of the things that you would not really. Now you can go through these platforms and see the kind of ads that work the best. Yeah, and I won't say you should copy them, but you just do something related to what they are doing. It gives you an idea of what is working. Look at this. See this one that my cursor is around. You can see that this ad is running on how many platforms? 1, 2, 3, 4. Facebook, Instagram, Audience Network, and Messenger. See this other ad is running on Facebook and Instagram alone. See this other one is running on Facebook alone. So for the kind of product you want to sell, it gives you an idea. These are some of the things you don't pick on the road. Sometimes you don't see this thing on YouTube. Okay, see a question here. A question is, how long does it take for someone to learn the social media marketing? How do you scale through? How long it takes you? Now, it's dependent on two things. Number one, who is teaching you, and number two, how fast you can learn. Yeah. And when I mean learning is not sitting down in front of a lecture. Learning is practicing. That's what I see learning as, because I have practiced my way into the kind of results I have. All right. I'm not the kind of person that will post credit alerts on social media, so you never see it. But I have practiced my way. I told you at the webinar, I once sold a book. I once published a book that did not sell even one copy. It didn't sell one copy. So I've practiced my way. If I teach you social media marketing, right? Okay, now let me use this opportunity to let you know there is a quarterly bootcamp that I do. It's an accelerator program, and in 2 days we get to teach these digital skills in depth. All right, in depth. To teach all these skills, everything in depth. Because say for example, you are managing the social media profile account of a business owner that is, the person is running on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. You might think it's a small challenge. You might think it's a small thing, but then I put it to you that by the time you post on 5 different platforms for 2 weeks, you understand, because you have to post on this one, carry the post it on the second place, on the third one, and the fourth one. You get stressed and you get burnt out. There's a way we do it, that once you post on one platform, right, it replicates on different platforms as much as you list it. All right, this video you are seeing here can show on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram at the same time. There are different tools. Let me give you one tool. One tool is called Planable. Planable.io. In your leisure time, you can go and check that out. All right, you can check it out in your leisure time. Check out what it does. You can use it to post on different platforms at the same time. So if I teach you social media marketing, yeah, you learn it under 2 days, and I'm going to do that same thing this quarterly program. We call it Skill to Wealth. I've done this only once, and that time we restricted entrance to only 3 participants. Yeah, now we are taking more participants. The links to, if you want entry to it, you can send me a message on WhatsApp. Yeah, send any of the admins a message and we'll pick it up from there. Right? In that bootcamp, it's going to be, this is planable.io. If you're not seeing it, look at it here. Yes, this is planable.io. Right? Click on, just look for this website. You see what I'm talking about. It allows you to post on different platforms at the same time. So your social media marketing is easy. You don't need to post on Facebook, then go to Instagram, then go to TikTok, then go to Facebook page, then go to, I know Facebook and Instagram have their integration. Well, you might need to post on Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Pinterest, and some other social media platforms at the same time. Right? It's going to be stressful, especially if you have lots of work to do. Right? So this is one platform you can use to get that done. Now, in this accelerator program, it's a boot camp. Right? In this boot camp, what do? We teach all these data skills from the scratch. And it happens in 2 days, 6 hours on a stretch. This is just me talking for it. Like, it's not a problem for me. I just need to wrap this up because of something else. I can go on for hours explaining this because I have put my hands in this thing. Put my hands in the dirt. I have tried it didn't work. I try again and again and again and again and again and again. I have burned so much money on ads. I've tested it and it works. Right? I've run ads that did not work. I've created websites that didn't deliver, landing pages that didn't deliver. Right? But now we are here and we have the results. Okay, so like I said, the last time we did this skill to wealth bootcamp was last year. Not done it anywhere else. Not done it anywhere else. Not done it anywhere else. Now we are bringing it back. Right? We are bringing it back. This time we are bringing it with more knowledge, added understanding. Yeah. So in that, we are going to teach in depth. We show you practice. Now, for some of you, your problem is not this thing. Your own issue is that you have your own product that you want to sell. Skill to Wealth Accelerator is going to be happening this December. Okay, this December. The date is undecided yet. But it's happening this December. 12 hours of teaching, 6 hours of teaching, 3 hours. The recordings will be made available for you. 3 hours of teaching. If you don't have a product, we will create a product for you. Let's say you are a course creator. All right, you've created a course before, it didn't sell. We'll bring it back again for you. Create the course from the scratch, right? And give you the understanding for the market. You see, the way I was so sure that everybody in this place is a young person, because I know how to break down the audience. All right, so we're going to do it again. The link, if you're interested in it, it's not for everybody. Remember, I said the last time we allowed only 3 persons. If you're interested in it, you send any of the admins a message, right, and they'll pick it up from there. You get your entrance. Now, in this thing, you're going to be getting, if you are going to be a part of the Skill to Wealth Accelerator, one of the things you're going to get is, of course, you get the replays. If let's say you are busy on the day, but it's going to happen. It's most likely going to happen next week or the last week of December. All right. But whichever one, if you're not available, listen, it's not for everybody. I keep on saying this. It's not for everybody. But some people have decided that in 2025, right, they are changing their financial position. Yeah, you are converting those skills that you have to wealth. Those are the people it's for. Okay. Now, so 3 hours, we take a break, then come back again the next day, another 3 hours. You have access to questions, but not only that, you get templates. What are templates? Templates are already done for you strategies and ways to get things done. Right? For example, website. You want to build a website, we'll give you templates. So you don't need to build the website from scratch. We'll build it up for you. You just need to edit, put your name, put your logo, and use the website to do what you want to do. Okay, use the landing page, do what you want to do. They've built it already. Just edit. You get all those templates for free if you register for the Skill to Wealth Accelerator. All right. Now, not only that, if you you're also gonna get access to my direct mentorship. Okay, if you are interested in this, you get access. So anywhere you get stuck, you can always reach out to me, ask me questions, and I'll answer. Not only that, you're going to get access to a community. There's a community of people, everybody that will be part of it will be added to a Telegram group. And in that Telegram group, you get to ask questions. If you don't understand this, you ask the next person. If you need this, you ask the next person. It gives you a complete guide. All right. Now, that's not the only thing you're going to get. You're also going to get access to, there's this thing called swipe files. Now, if you want to create a course out of thin air, when I mean out of thin air, very fast, all right? Very fast. You need a couple of things in place. We'll provide all those things for you. How to, all right? Analysis on your target audience, the product, and how to deliver, how to even retain your customers. Right, everything will be made available for you if you join the Skill to Wealth Accelerator. If you are interested in it, send a message to my DM. Tomorrow we are going to continue. This has been wonderful. We were supposed to stop an hour ago, but we continued to 46 more minutes. All right, it's going to be a different experience. Tomorrow we are going into sales and marketing and leads generation critically in depth. If you have any friend, enemies, all right, or your friends, you want to you guys to blow together next year, right? Invite them for this. Send them the link and we'll take it up from there. Right? It's been a pleasure having every one of you. Greatness TV, I see you. Naomi, I see you. Thank you for joining us on this edition of the Skill to Wealth webinar. Tomorrow we'll continue in another interesting session. Till then, goodbye. God bless. No less. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
Long as I can remember, never really knowing why. I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, it calls me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If I go, there's just no telling how far I'll go. I know everybody on this island seems so happy on this island. Everything is by design. I know.
That is a promise. Always wanted to be famous, just being real, yeah, just being honest. My haters gon' always be nameless, give them no clout, I give them no power. Creators built different, they ancient, sooner than later, all will be ours. I keep an eye out for the numbers, I stay in contact, synchronization, to infinity, even beyond.